welcome to week 7 of coverage of the 2019 season of NI Women's Football Association football.
As ever, we have a lot to get through, so let's have a quick preview of what lies ahead in this week's show.
This week sees our first coverage of the season from the NIWFA League Cup, when we feature the clash between Portadown Ladies and Bangor Ladies.
We have post-match interviews from both sides after a featured game. And finally, it's our weekly roundup of all the scores from across all the NIWFA games played this week.
So Eadaoin, it's good to have you back again on what is a massive weekend for women's football.
Yes, the 2019 Women's World Cup has just started and I'm excited. Are you?
Yeah, very much so. I watched the opening game there on Friday night. France up against South Korea, 45,000 attendance. Really shows that the women's game is really on the move.
Yeah, it definitely does. I think this would be a border point for women's football for here. And just an opportunity to take a lot of inspiration from the women's game.
That's the hope. Hopefully it'll all grow from it. I can't see any negatives. It's all positives for me.
Hopefully so. So anyway, Colin, what have we got in local talent this week?
Well, our feature game this week goes into the League Cup. It's the quarter-final tie between Portadown Ladies and the Ladies of Bangor.
Both teams currently sitting second bottom of the league. I think they're struggling for games. Both need to definitely get back on track. Yeah. I think they're just struggling for a wee bit of boost of morale. Yeah, both teams struggling in the league, as you say, but this is separate competition. They can put their league form behind them, should I say, and then obviously hopefully get a win and really give them a bit of a boost of morale. Yeah, I agree. Anyhow, here's the highlights from that game. Yeah, another decent game for the cameras. What do you think?
Yeah, it was a highly competitive game. Both teams gave 100%. Portadown probably just slightly edged it due to the fact that they had more chances in goal, probably, but very, very little between the teams, and obviously then went to extra time, which is a bit sort of sapping and so forth. I mean, I've never had to play in a full game, never mind extra time, but I know you have.
Yeah, I mean, it's heartbreaking. You go into the game expecting to get the win within the first 90 minutes, and just when you know it's going into extra time, you're just exhausted, you're sore, and you just want to get home.
So, we post on one of the social media sites that some of the girls in our league would complain because it went to extra time because it missed the start of Love Island.
Well, Love Island is definitely a major thing on TV right now. I know I'm rushing home at 9 o'clock to get to watch it every night apart from on a Saturday.
I don't know what I'm missing out on.
Well, you need to watch it to find out.
Maybe not. Maybe not. And the draw for this particular competition, the quarterfinals, is actually this Monday night. So if you want to see who Portadown got the next in the semi-finals indeed, and indeed all the other teams get, you can see that on social media from Monday night forward.
So after the feature game, Colin caught up with Julie Henderson from Portadown and Leanne McGarry from Bangor, and this is what their thoughts were in the game.
Julie, first of all, congratulations on a win there tonight.
Thank you.
It was a hard-fought game.
Yeah, definitely. We worked hard, coming into the second half. We thought that we definitely were in control, starting to take control of the game. So, we took it to them and we went towards the goal, and, lucky in the end, we fought hard, but we were lucky to get that goal going into extra time. But we knew we had, coming from pre-season, that extra wee bit of fitness, and that really helped us through the last 10 minutes going into extra time there.
You said it was a lucky goal. You're being a bit modest there, let's be honest. You scored the winner.
I'll be honest, I didn't really mean it as much as it was. Probably it'll be shown, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's for the team, and I was just delighted to get the win for the team. So
it's been a bit of a sluggish start so far for Portadown this season. Obviously you're in the wrong end of the table.
Yeah.
You're hoping obviously that'll maybe springboard you onto a few results now.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good to get a wee win under our belts, especially after last week as well. And it's been a struggle for us this year, obviously coming from the Premier League, losing a few key players going into the season. But the girls are just basically starting again with a few new players coming in there, younger players, and we're keen to build up again. So that's going to take a while, but we're keen to build, and we know we'll get there. Next week
then you've got a game against Middlester, doing very, very well this season.
Yeah, absolutely. We played Middlester in the Middlester Cup final last year. It was a hard fought game there, and like I said, we're missing key players from that game last year, so we know how difficult it's going to be, but we're just hoping to build on this game here tonight, and hopefully we'll get the win next week.
Julie, thanks for speaking.
Thanks so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Alright, starting off tonight then, good battling performance, but ultimately nothing to show for it at the end of it.
Yeah, we came out of the blocks very well, fought well with Portadown. Thought it was a fantastic match between the two teams, very competitive game, and unfortunately a fantastic strike at the extra time that took it away over the keeper's head. Unfortunately nothing we can do about that one.
People watching the game sort of think to themselves, extra 10 minutes each way isn't much to extra play, but when you're on the pitch it means a lot, doesn't it? Really takes the pressure on.
It does, yeah, because you play 90 minutes and you give 110% from obviously team players and people on the field, and then you give an extra 10 minutes, so by that point your legs are starting to go, your concentration is starting to go, so yes, it's very hard to keep on top of the game and keep giving that 110% each game and each through the minutes that tick by.
It's been a hard start to the season for Bangor. You're still looking for your first point in the league, and they're out of the cup tonight, so how are we going to turn this round?
We just have to keep turning up the training. We just have to keep training, working aspects of our game, the advantage and disadvantage we can take away from each game we play, and we try and work on disadvantage to make it better for the next game, and we'll just take each week as it comes. Next week then you have a chance to start turning things around. You have Armagh set at home. They had a good start to the season, they've slumped away with the last few games. Looking forward to that one? I am, yes. I look forward to every game. Our girls look forward to every game, and yes, we drop our heads sometimes, but this season we've picked them up and we take a defeat and we get on with it, we learn from it and we move on and we take the next game as it comes, and that's what we're going to, that's our mentality at the minute, to keep working that way.
Can you hear us? Because it's not just me. It's women all across Northern Ireland, building in strength, skill and numbers. Breaking barriers, testing limits. A quiet revolution with a strong confidence. With the support of those who guide us, challenge us and help us grow, we will change the game. You might underestimate us, but we are resilient. Can you hear us? Because you will. We are the game changers. Electric Ireland, proudly supporting women's football in Northern Ireland.
Time now to have a look at the rest of the League Cup results from the games that were played this week.
In the Championship, the semi-finals will feature the ladies of Downpatrick, who defeated Ballymena All-Stars 4-2, Lurgan Town, who beat Killing Rangers 3-0, Lisburn Ladies, who narrowly defeated Crew United 1-0, and East Belfast, who had a great 4-1 win over Carmody. These results mean that last year's Championship League Cup winners Ballymena have fallen out of the first hurdle on this occasion.
In the Division 1 section of the NIWFA League Cup, Mid-Ulster Ladies found themselves trailing 3-0 at St James's Swifts. However, they scored 3 great goals to level it at 3-all. However, in extra time, St James's Swifts came good again, eventually winning 5-3. Elsewhere, PSNI Ladies defeated Armagh City's Ladies 2-0, and obviously in our featured game we saw Portadown Ladies defeat Bangor Ladies 2-1. The other game between Belfast Celtic Ladies and Ballymena Ladies was postponed.
In Division 2 of the 4 teams remaining are Foyle Bells, Ballymacash, Coleraine and Larne Ladies. Both Foyle Bells and Ballymacash won their respective regional league cups last season, so these results mean both sides are only 1 game away from the second consecutive league cup final.
In the Division 3 section, Kilmore Rec Ladies made their way to the semi-finals following a fine 3-2 win over Dramara Village Ladies. St Oliver Plunkett defeated Banbridge Town Ladies 3-0. Unfortunately, the game between Shamrock Ladies and Craigavon City Ladies had to be abandoned due to injury, and the 22nd Ladies received a bye into the semi-finals. In the Division 4 NIWFA League Cup, Banbridge Rangers Ladies, Lisburn Rangers Ladies and Larne Olympic all find themselves now in the semi-finals, Larne having to do it the hard way, defeating Ballymena Ladies seconds 5-2 after extra time. In the day's other games, St James's Swifts and Belfast Ravens, unfortunately once again the match had to be abandoned due to a player injury.
So that's it, week 7 of the NIWFA football complete. Colin will make a prediction on score between England and Scotland.
Well, by the time this goes live, obviously the game will have been played. However, I'm going to suggest that it'll finish England 2, Scotland 0.
I'm going to say England 3, Scotland 1.
We're going to put a wager on.
Yeah, well, I mean, a bit like, well, we'll do a fiver bet.
Only if you get the correct score.
Okay.
Anyhow, thanks very much for joining us on today's show, and thanks for your ongoing support for women's football in Northern Ireland.
It's bye now, but don't forget,
Girls get football.